Alright. It's my birthday! Yes, today, February 20th, 2021, it is my birthday. I am 34 years old. And as you can tell, I am not all the way awake. I do like the way the light's hitting the wall there. But, so I was going to review this movie yesterday, but got away from me. I was going to review it yesterday and have it released today, but things got away from me. I watched this movie yesterday and I didn't know where to start, so I didn't. This is Bloody Birthday. Slasher movies before the mid-'80s were kind of, to me, like, people say, oh, once slasher movies got to the mid-'80s slashers got into the early 90s, oh, those were bad times because everything was just, and yeah, but, like, they say before Scream, the slasher genre just wasn't what it used to be. But is this what they meant by used to be? Because, okay, this and Happy Birthday to Me came out the same year, around the same year. I think Birthday to Me came out in 1980. And then I've watched other movies from 1981, the early 80s, and I just don't know. I think the best of these early 80s slashers is Friday the 13th. It came out in 1980, and I think it's done very well. But it had Tom Savini. This seems... The concept isn't bad. In fact, I liked when Wes Craven sort of did this concept in My Soul to Take. I mean, it was a different reworking of it, but, like, because I had to do with souls, and there was 5 or 7 of them born at the same time, whereas here it's 3. Okay, so the story is, in 1970, 3 kids are born at the same time during a solar eclipse. 10 years later, these kids become meadereres. And, it's about them killing people. And it's schlocky, but not the schlock you would get from an 80s film. It's just very weird. I watched this on YouTube, by the way, and it was in standard definition, and it was a terrible quality. I do like Curtis. I'll tell you that. He's one of the killers. I do like Curtis. My first problem comes from the first kill. So, this couple are making out in a graveyard and decide to start doing it in an open grave. Just start doing it. Then from off screen, we see a shovel, whacking them in the face, and then the girl gets choked, the woman, the female, whatever, gets choked by a jump rope. And then the next day we find out police found a piece of the jump rope, so they automatically assume that one of the kids from a local school is involved. Anyone can use a jump rope, you fucking idiots. Why did it have to be a kid? It could have been, anyone's jump rope. Unless, if there was DNA on it, fingerprints or whatever, they know who it was. I mean, there's a lot of questionable stuff in this, really. There's a few. Like, say, when Curtis convinces one of the adults during a birthday party that he poisoned the frosting, he gaslights her into believing that he poisoned it. Why? He didn't actually poison it. He was actually going to poison it, but why make someone believe that they did? To have her look stupid and freak out? This doesn't make any sense to me. I will tell you, though, one gratifying thing about this is that there's a lot of, well, a lot of boobage, a lot of titties, a lot of tits in this. Yes. I was watching Jason from Cinema Reviews video review on it to kind of get, how I was going to approach this. And he said that the hottest chick in this was the one who was doing the nicest pair of tits, I should say, was the one who, when they're looking through the peephole and they see the girl dancing. He says, dancing. He says those are the best tits in the film. I strongly agree, good sir. I believe that the best tits are the one, I think it's towards the end of the film, it's the blonde, when they're in the van, and she takes it off. Man, those things, boom. Although I will admit I'm a little biased because I like the blondes. I have an affinity for blondes. Never dated a blonde, though. That's weird. But I do have affinity for them, But yeah, that's my opinion. But, yes. But yeah, there's a lot of tits in this. It's like Cinemax movie of the week, basically. The kills are fine. Nothing too gory, I don't think. I mean, this was... You think about this. Early slashers didn't have much in the way of gore. And then Friday the 13th came along. And then everybody tried to steadily copy that. And then it got better. Then the MPAA came along and said, no, 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 no. And I've never gotten that. Why? So someone put this. What is the big deal with on-screen gore? It's not real. You know it's not real. And I never understand why, like, when people are doing, like, videos on this stuff and they have to blur out the gore. Why is... I mean, like, because YouTube will flag it or something for gore, but it's fake. It's not like you're having real chopped up bodies here. YouTube, I understand maybe content-wise, but they went off, they did all this thing to say, okay, your channel is for adults or your channel is for kids. So if your channel is set for adults or the video is set not for kids, then why block it? And also, I thought that if your videos were for kids, that you couldn't have ads. But I've been watching these Saturday morning compilations, and there's ads in there. But I thought there wasn't supposed to be ads for kids' videos. I'm going off topic, I know. But I always thought it was weird that the gore is fake. It's fake. But I guess maybe it looks real enough. But in this film, there's not much in the way of gore. I think my favorite kill is probably the arrow to the sister through the peephole. I like that one. That one was pretty cool. The little girl, Debbie. There is no Debbie. Why do I miss her? You know what show that's from? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, and in the end, Curtis and Steven, the other two kids, they get arrested. And Debbie goes on a trip with her mother and promises to be a good girl, but then we find out she killed someone else, and that's how the movie ends. This movie is fine. It's nothing to write home about. I know people get all giddy with these early 90s slashers. I just don't see it, man. Other than Friday the 13th, I guess My Bloody Valentine was alright, but these early 80s slashers just don't do it for me. I don't know why. The Prowler was okay. I mean, how long do you have to keep listening to the same guy go, Colonel Chatham, Colonel Chatham, Colonel Chatham? Shut up. So far, the best early 80s slasher is Friday the 13th. I should watch more early 80s slashers and pick out a top 10. Early 80s. Anything before, say, 1984. Because 1984 was when Nightmare on Elm Street came out, and that really changed the market. There were things. There's Halloween in 1978, and that started the slasher craze. I know Black Christmas came out first, but Halloween started the slasher craze. Everyone wanted to copy this. And then Friday the 13th came along, and that started the gore phase. And then in 1984, Nightmare on Elm Street came, and that really kicked off this big slasher craze. Like, everything was coming out, stuff like that. Yeah. So anything before 1984, I'm going to try to see if there's any other ones I could do. Probably in March. March itself is going to be a finish it up month for me. I need to finish The Omen. I want to do after The Omen, I want to do Purge. I feel like there's another franchise I need to finish. That one I did in the first film. Oh, I need to, Wrong Turn. That's the other one. Well, I'm not looking forward to those. But, yeah. So, my score for Bloody Birthday is going to be a 5. I think it was decent. Quality, not so much, but I can't really, discredit that because it's YouTube. 5. So what are your thoughts on Bloody Birthday? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. It's my birthday!